Hi everybody, we're talking from Chimay, Belgium today. It's July 3rd and it's Sunday of the EPI number 9. And a lot has happened in the last time we talked about the race shop 67 of Darrell Vittone's. Back on May 21st, we loaded it on a ship in Long Beach, California, and it took 5 weeks to get it to Europe. And it was a long drawn out, a lot of delays. Brought us right up to the day of the event before we got the car. We ended up unloading it in Bremerhaven in Germany instead of Southampton to get it here on time. So at 3:30 Saturday afternoon at the event, that's when we finally got the car at the track. And it had been on the boat, so it was pretty dirty, so we cleaned it all up. It fired right up, and Keith Seume made a pass against the Dave Andrews Blue 67, which is the first time since 1975 those two cars were together.
La piste est envisagée un retour de deux véhicules du SA, Darrell Vittone, Dave Andrews, Keith Seume, on va voir.
So rocking things back to the early mid-70s out in California.
Allez, voilà, c'est ce qu'on pouvait voir sur une piste de drag californienne au début des années 70.
Can you tell us some of the ways in which they tried to outlaw the car?
So, by the class rules, it had to be the original body. So when we were talking about a 1967 Fiat 850, it was a convertible. Well, by the rules, that convertible would have to have the original top. It is either a canvas or a hard top, with main bolts. Well, Darrell, when he bought the Fiat and modified it, it had an aftermarket fiberglass solid top on it. Did not hold, it just removed, because he liked the lines in it. So they finished the car, painted it, and when it came out, it was way under the NHRA record. The competitors went up to NHRA and says, you know, that's not an original top. Well, then NHRA went over and said, tell us about this top. And that created a huge problem for Darrell. Now what happened was, so they did what everybody wanted to do. They put an original top on. Well, the problem was, being that the car was so low, the roof of the top was too low. So then then when the car went faster than it ever went, the same people went back and said, the roof's too low. There's a minimum height. So then NHRA went over and measured the roof and said, cars are 2 inches too low, so and he didn't want to remanufacture the chassis, so they put bigger front tires on it.
We now have an NHRA legal roof line with the new wheels and tires, and then what?
Then the NHRA decided that the front tires were too big for the wheel wells. They said they're on a wheel stand, or when it lands, it could cause a problem. So they said you have to modify the line. So then he had to cut the wheel wells all out to make NHRA happy. And this was just ongoing. Every time they went out, they could find something wrong with it. And he got to the point where he was so frustrated with NHRA, he decided to carve it, completely tear it apart, and rebuild it so it would be legal and keep these guys quiet, but it was going to require almost a year of work to rebuild.
He's forever chasing his tail, getting there. It must be disheartening for him.
He got really frustrated because he loved running modified eliminator and aged gas, and he just figured that one way or the other I would make this car work because it was so much faster, it was so much under the index. So in late 1973, he decided to park it for as long as it would take to completely rebuild the car. So from the 1974 and 1975 seasons, he parked it, and the car that you're going to see shortly will be a white 67 Bug. It ran a modified compact. That was the car he raced for 2 years while he was rebuilding the Fiat. He took the engine out of the Fiat and put it in this car we're going to see today. So this car, the last time this car raced was 1985, and it's been in storage in Louisiana since 85. I found it 2 years ago, did a full restoration with this event in mind. And we ran it a couple of times to California, and then we put it on a boat, and it's been on the boat for 5 weeks, and it's going to be here in a few hours. So it was touch and go to make sure that we were going to make this event. Those were 2,000 cc's, or almost 2,100. So they were making about 195 brake horsepower. That's about the most people were making. The Schley brothers were making about 210 in the Lightning Bug. But anything in the 190 range, you were doing really good. And Darrell Vittone and Chimay, who did the cylinder heads, were about the only guys in the country who could get that kind of power.
Shifting some air through the cylinder heads. And the white car, the interim 2 years, how fast was that going with the same engine, but with a much heavier sedan body?
So the same engine was put in the white 67. So instead of an 1,100 pound car, you got a 1,600 pound car. And that car, the very first time out, went 1190, 109. And that was way over the index, and that was at Baker's. I think that this whole idea of bringing Darrell's car to EBI would have never happened if it wasn't for Russell Ritchie. And he provided such resources and able to ship this from California to Alaska. I broke 2 transmissions, and it delayed it. We couldn't get the earlier ship, so we got the later ship. And Russell Ritchie, it's all about what he was able to provide for this. So without his help, it would have never happened.
Well, that's wonderful.
Keith Seume, but it needs to be read in first, and this will only be for pictures to be taken in the first place. Thank you. They will be taken easy. Yeah.
You know, the fact that
Motors in San Diego. I ran last 3 weeks ago at the Bug-In and ran super.
So how do you feel?
So we ran super consistent.
Emotional.
And one of my passes, I dialed an 899 and I ran an 8996.
That's the only time
so
I felt
we're real happy with the
same way as when I first drove Tarbay, of course being such an iconic
I'm excited
car.
to
And now
have a
it's
car
just like
lined up, or
knowing
a
how
couple
much
cars lined up that I'm
this
going to get to
means
go down the
to
track out
Dean.
here. So I figured a way
Obviously knowing Dean
to
for a long
toast
time is a
the
good
Bug-In to go down the European Bug-In track
Having
too.
come to know Darrell well and had him stay in my house, I think
One of them, you mentioned the name, it was
when I
animal
first
related.
drive this car over here,
The Animal Cracker.
What sort of spec is
I
that?
think
What
there'll be a
engine
few
is it? How does
tears
it
shed
compare
when I
with
get to
your
the end of the
regular ride?
track.
It's pretty close. It's a 2300.
Just a little bit.
Fine-tuned suspension and everything like that. But I'm looking forward to running down
Don't
the track.
tell Ron, he'll
the
take-
Animal
take
Cracker
the
was a
piss
Southern
out of it.
California car that belonged to Chris Fox. Yeah, and so it brings it home a little bit. We just got to see it in the museum at Hatcher-Schuldendorf, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the Southern California car. So now we're actually excited to see it run down the track, and I'll be cool. So far it's.
Wil je opnieuw beelden?
So,
Oh, yeah.
so I could get down the track
Okay.
at least once, and now the other one is a right-hand drive that Jim Dixon's going to let me. So I'm looking forward to trying new things. This is a year, a lot of firsts for me. So.
Brilliant stuff. Well, thank you very much for coming over. And thanks for filling us in with Ron. And please, if you speak to him again.
On a eu déjà deux offres ici pour pouvoir conduire une voiture sur la piste. Et pour la première fois de sa carrière de pilote, elle va pouvoir rouler dans une voiture avec le volant à droite. Et ça lui fait vraiment plaisir d'être ici. Et donc, dans quelques minutes, dans quelques instants, puisque ça aurait dû avoir lieu il y a une bonne heure, as you said, about an hour ago, elle va prendre le volant, donc elle va se retrouver et elle fait un peu la pub de tout. Keith Seume au volant de la 67 Darrell Vittone. Et elle a pu quitter les douanes allemandes aujourd'hui et elle est là.
So it's Keith Seume at the wheel of the Darrell Vittone in-between car from back in 73 and 74. And it's Russell's son, I believe, at the wheel of the great shot blue car. Remember, the blue car is a clone car, it's a replica, but very close to the original. And the one in the left-hand lane, that's the original.
Parce que en fait c'est une voiture sur du bateau, donc il pourrait y avoir des choses desserrées, on n'en sait rien. Mais voilà, c'est calme sportif ça.
It was 4:22 when I got into my bed. When do you want to have the truck?
So you might as well, okay, Lynn, what we need to do then is line all the race shop cars up. I'll push the white car back. We'll do, so we're gonna we'll have to unload the bullet.
That's right.
Okay, so we want to put the bullet over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dale, go and throw the race shop gear behind that cars so we save us pushing it. Just come round the track and then up.
I think that looks right.
Yeah.
Maybe the Fiat a little bit, yeah.
So we want to bring the truck over.
That's that cover. No, I know, but by the time we drag it down the track. Get back on the concrete. That's silly.
Yep, and then go straight back. So yesterday was a fantastic day. So here we are Sunday morning before the event gets on again. And this is our traditional spot that we shoot a lot of the new car gassers that have been built. And today we have the reunite of Darrell Vittone's 67, his trailer, and his double cab tow car. So this is the way Darrell went to the races in 1974 and 75, exactly as you see it. This is all his stuff. And so he had a single axle trailer. He put 8-spoke empty wheels on the back of it. And the double cab, which is a Richard McPeak paint job, had sprint stars on it too. And with a trailer hitch, and him and Jim Bentley, this is the way they went to the track. And so this is the first time this car has been on the trailer since summer of 75 when he sold the car to Texas. Darrell had it all these years, and we were able to bring it over here and repaint it back yellow. And so this is the first time these cars have been back together. So this morning is a fantastic day to see all these cars together. And if you look in the background, you see Darrell's Fiat over on the left. You see John Preston's H-Gas Ghia, and in the way in the back we have the Dave Andrews tribute car, the B modified compact car. And so we've got all these cars together again, and this has been quite a weekend. And so we wanted to display them for you to show what these cars look like when they're all together again. And we've waited a long time to do this photo session. So here we are.
Oh, they're both breathing in. All right, look at me. All right, here we go. One more. All right.
I thought you were going to drive it. Oh,
Amen.
Catégorie. La prochaine qui arrive, la meilleure 67. Évidemment, la voiture de Darrell Vittone avec Dick Kirsten au volant, qui l'a restaurée, qui a passé des heures et des heures pour qu'elle soit là ici à Chimay pour ce week-end. 1967 winner is Darrell Vittone's car with Dick Kirsten, who spent hours and hours restoring the car. And till the last minute, we weren't sure that it would make it, but it arrived. Eventually, it made it here. And we all had a wonderful weekend. Thanks, Dave. Next winner is for...
This is for you, Darrell.